All right, we're live. So, this is my first video. This is also a test video, but I bought a motorcycle. I decided to go with the MT-07. It's a bike that I've wanted for probably the last, I don't know, since about 2017-ish. Maybe it was the FZ back then, but it is clean. I am new to motorcycles. This is my first motorcycle. I did my MSF like 2 weeks ago, and I have only about 69 miles on this. Probably 70 now because I drove out here. Yeah, let's go for a ride, see how this turns out. It's been interesting getting into bikes. Around the same time, like 3 or 4 people in the community that I live in also have bikes. So I've met a few of them. We might start go out riding together, but we'll see. I wanted to go from start to finish, but I just couldn't wait for all my stuff to get in to start making videos. I just had to start riding around. It's too fun not to, honestly. I'm realizing I'm a bit older. I didn't get in when I was super young. And so I'm realizing how much I've missed it in my life. And I wouldn't trade it for anything at this point. It's just fun. I know I need a lot more seat time. I need a lot more miles. Just being able to go out on a Saturday morning like this, there's not really anything going on. Hardly any cars. I know right now I'm on some back roads, but uh, yeah. I hope the audio's good. There's a chance that this video may never see the light of day, but I'm just gonna kind of cruise around, see where the road takes me. I might go into downtown. Why not? I'm nervous about my mount. We'll see how well it does where it is. I hope the camera angle is good. I guess if anyone has any suggestions, please leave them in the comments because I am pretty new to this. And again, I'm not going to be the best rider out there. Probably ever, honestly. I'll be able to at least get around. Eventually, I'd like to do a track day. But, I mean, brand new bike, 2025. 71 miles on it. I'm kind of going to baby it for the first, I think 600 is what the dealership said. And then we'll kind of just go from there, but yeah. Yeah, the MSF was a fun experience. I've never really ridden bikes before. Well, like, bicycles I've ridden a lot of in my life, but back in, like, elementary school, I rode a motorcycle, like a dirt bike, once or twice. My mom's never been a huge fan, but I don't know. It's different. The MSF was my first real experience on a bike, and it wasn't really that bad at all either. It was just kind of. I mean, I've heard some horror stories. So, my neighbor, awesome guy, maybe he'll be in a video someday, but he was telling me that he did his at a Harley Davidson, and he had never ridden a bike before, like ever. He was telling me that the Harley Davidson dealership, the MSF he did there, was just so fast. They didn't focus on anything. He said he didn't even understand what a friction zone was, but they ran through that in like a minute, not really explaining how to find it on like a clapped out old bike. I mean, at mine, it was pretty chill. We just kind of spent time learning the friction zone, doing some of the various tests, kind of just learning how to ride, right? doing the things like those quick U-turns. I don't know. It was fun. It was fun. But again, out of the 12 people that were there at my MSF, only 4 walked away with their certificate. So I found it difficult, but I just kind of kept on asking questions, asked what I could improve on, like asked what I should focus on during the next exercise. And on my practical, they told me I got a perfect score. So, I don't know. It's fun. If you treat it like you're going to have fun, a lot of places will let you retake it if you fail for free. So, there's almost like no point in just going and doing it. I thought I was going to fail, and I had like a blast. I'd love to do more classes because again, I know that I'm not the best rider. I know I have a lot to learn. But I guess also why MT-07 as a first bike? I don't know. It's a bike I've always loved the look of. It's a bike that is just fun. Um, it's torquey. It's not crazy. I mean, what else is there really? I am wanting to do things the right way, at least for a bit. We'll see what happens in the future. I'm just taking it slow, having a good time, paying attention to what's going on around you 24/7, because especially here, these drivers are freaking crazy. I think I just rambled on away from what I was going to talk about, but the MT-07, great bike. I don't really know if it's the best beginner bike, but it's going to be the bike that I'm riding for a while. What is that guy on? Oh, he's on a scooter. That was another thing. My MSF instructor, because I guess in Florida, the scooter endorsement and the motorcycle endorsement is the same. My instructor, oh, what'd I do? My instructor was from Chicago, and she was telling me that they're completely different licenses up there. You have like a scooter class, and you have a motorcycle class. And so she was frustrated because she said that there's a lot of people who will come and take the MSF in Florida, and because they could ride a scooter and it's the same thing, they end up riding the scooter instead of a motorcycle, don't learn how to actually ride. Oh. And then think that they're all good, or they'll realize that even on a scooter, the MSF is still pretty hard, even though you're not worrying about clutch, shifting, whatever else, and they'll fail. So there was one guy on a scooter at my class, and during one of the lunch breaks, she was just kind of ripping into him. Or ripping into scooters, not into him personally, but just that scooters are kind of, I don't know, dead. Or not dead, lame. Man. Planet Fitness, my mortal enemy. The gym I've been going to for the last 2 years. I mean, not consistently until recently, but that's another story. But the gym I've been going to for the last few years is closing down this month. And they're automatically transferring all of our memberships over to that Planet Fitness. And I mean, it's like enough out of the way. The gym that I went to was like literally on my way to work. That one is not. And so, of course, it's good to go to the gym, good to keep up with it, but do I really want to do that with Planet Fitness of all places, you know? It's a judgment-free zone, but it's judgment-free until you're actually trying to work out hard, which I have been trying to do lately. I really need to lose some weight. I really need to gain some muscle. I mean, I'm a big dude. That was another reason I went with the MT-07 is I thought maybe a 300 would be too small long term. Not that it's the best idea. I don't know. Is that okay? Nope. They're telling you to move over, but there's no cones onto the main road. But yeah, this is downtown Orlando. Probably one of the strangest cities in America. It never really was a thing until we had Disney back in the 70s. When they started, I mean, all Orlando used to be was a highway interchange between like Tampa and Jacksonville. But now, Disney showed up, kind of laid out the plan of what they wanted to do with downtown as a whole. I mean, Disney is probably 30 minutes away from where I am right now, but Orlando just didn't adapt to the change. But if you look overhead on a map, like right here, we're kind of where there's some skyscrapers, nothing too crazy. There's a nice pond right here, and I'm actually going to go this way. There's a Lake Eola was right there. We just passed it. But then the moment you kind of go this way, you're in like neighborhoods. It's like, I don't know, some skyscrapers over there that I'll come back around to. But you come out like one block this way and there's houses. It makes almost no sense. I mean, I don't know if you saw it. Maybe I can cut back into the footage. But there is a house like right at the entrance of downtown Orlando that's now an office, but it is just an old house that someone used to live in. Got people on scooters walking them. I don't even know why they have them if they're just going to be walking them. Lake Eola's nice. It's a fun park. But man, if a hurricane comes through, it just floods. I'll see if I can find the photo from a few years ago. I think it was 2022, that hurricane that came through. There's a auditorium back there that was completely underwater. But yeah, see, like kind of as you come this way, and now like we're in a suburb. Like there's just some houses over there. Like I was in downtown a second ago. Now there's just houses. There's a school. From a town layout perspective, it just doesn't make sense. And what is considered the Orlando area is just massive. Figure out a way to turn around. I mean, I guess I could come into this parking lot and then just turn out the other way. I have zero clue where I am right now. Let's see if I can do this again for my MSF. Perfect. I don't know if that would have been in the box, but I'm also on a bigger bike than I was then, so. Let's go back downtown before they get the green light. Oops. Yeah, this bike is fun. But yeah, like see, houses back there, skyscrapers right here. Take some time, look at like downtown Orlando on a map. It's pretty interesting to just kind of look around and see what's there. Oh, I love all the Christmas decorations they have at Lake Eola. It's nice. Yeah. There's some big bank buildings in downtown. There's some pretty good restaurants too. Maybe one of these days I'll go check them out. I don't know, just downtown is a nice drive. Chill, there's not much to do. I mean, it's a beautiful Saturday morning. My bike says it's 78, but I know that that's by the engine. It's actually like 60 something right now. But yeah, a lot of bank buildings. There's Regions. I think Truist. Is Truist another block over? There's Chase up there. Oh, there's South State. I think Truist might be another block over. I do think riding bikes is fun. I do think just kind of seeing what's out there, because like I've lived in the greater Orlando area like almost my whole life. But again, I mean greater Orlando area. I hardly ever come to downtown. Even now, I don't live too far from here, and I never come here. Except for the other night, when I realized I had free will on a motorcycle, and decided to drive down. And right now, when again, I was like, I wonder where I'm going to drive today, and decided to come downtown. I mean, on a day like today, it's just empty, nothing going on. I mean, they have a huge lights display over there, but obviously we're pretty early in the morning, so no lights are going to be on right now. Um, huh. I don't want to get on. Oh, there's the Truist building. I knew it was somewhere. Church Street is a historical street. Honestly, I don't really know everything about it, but see a no turn on right, or no turn on red, so I'm just gonna do it. But I mean, like, look at this. This is cool. I hate brick roads. Absolutely despise brick roads. But it does kind of feel like you're in the past, in the middle of downtown, out of all places. You got the old train station. You got all the buildings. You got brick roads. You got some wonderful restaurants right here. Honestly, like Hawkers. Oh, that's a pretty good spot. And yeah, I think it was called Church Street because this is where all the churches used to be. I believe there's still one up here. There's still two up here, actually. First Pres of Orlando. That was weird. First Pres of Orlando, I think, is on Church Street, and then there's one right across the street from it. I think that one is First Pres right there. Guess we'll see as we're driving by. Yeah, that is definitely First Pres with the little preschool and Christ school. I think there's one right there, but I don't know what it is. I don't know. I do like downtown. And who knows, maybe now that I have a bike, don't have to worry about parking as much. It'll just be an easier ride around. Man, I probably should head back, go get some fuel. Come on, man. Woman, I mean, sorry. There's a crosswalk right there. If you ever find yourself in Orlando, just letting you know, there are way better things to do than Disney. I understand the appeal. I understand, like, especially if you have kids, right? Disney can be fun. But, I don't know, maybe this is my... I've lived here my whole life cynic taste. Cynic take, I mean, sorry. But, like... I don't know. Orlando is so cool. It's so chill. And then to just throw yourself into a place like Disney, where lines are crazy, food is expensive. I mean, you can spend an entire day at Disney and only ride 3 rides. Of course, there's times of year and days, specific days that are better. But like, most people come during the summer and during winter break because it's when people have school off, people have work off. Why did my radio just turn on? I gotta figure that out. Am I still connected? I don't know. Did the camera die? Alright. Is this thing on? I hope y'all can still hear me. I don't know what happened. My Cardo just freaked out and decided to put music on. Decided to put the radio on, of all things. I am going to take it to the gas station, fill it up for the first time. My average fuel's been 42. That's crazy. This is the most fuel-efficient vehicle I've ever owned. And that's pretty bad for it, from what I've read online. So I hope that I do hope that gets better. I mean, maybe I just need to drive better. But you know, I'm trying to break it in, trying to do things that are a little bit challenging for it. Not challenging, but that, like, I don't know, break it in a little bit. There's kind of that mix of people that are like, break it in how you're gonna ride it. And so like I'm trying to respect what the dealership says a little bit of like, I mean, they told me 5,000 for the first 600 miles, but also like how I'm gonna ride it all the time? Probably not. Just leaving downtown. Like, see, we're still kind of in what some people consider like downtown, maybe even Soto, south of downtown. Soto's a great place to be if you're ever here visiting. There's not necessarily anything you'd want to do, but there's definitely anything you'd want to eat. There are some great restaurants that I, again, may as well go eat, because why not? Maybe I'll make a few videos trying some restaurants. Should I go back on Kaylee? Uh, I'll do the light that scares me. So I've been trying to push myself a little bit because I do want to become a better rider. I don't want to just to stay stuck with only being able to like do small things, right? Like I don't know if I'll ever hop on our highways because they're an absolute nightmare in Florida. They probably ride nice, but people on them want to kill you. When you're in a car, they try to hit you. So I can't even imagine what they do to a motorcycle. But I don't know. I just want to get seat time, want to have fun. Eventually, want to, like I mentioned, take it to the track. Just have an overall good time with it. By the way, I get during braking, front brake is 70% of the power, right? You'll see me using my rear brake a lot today and not really using my front brake. I'm trying to practice because, I mean, this bike has ABS, but during my MSF, the only thing that I did a few times was I locked up the rear from hitting it too hard. So when I know I have the space, I'm just trying to use the rear brake and get used to how it feels so that I stop doing that, because that's dangerous and that would suck. Yeah, this intersection scares me. I have a semi right here that I hope he sees me. I wish we were in opposite places almost, even though I guess he swings wide, but yeah, this intersection sucks. I think they have the green light next, the turning lane, so people are actually, oh shoot. Yeah, this is sketchy. I want to present myself, but I don't want to get into where they're turning. Hopefully that's the only one. It looks like it might be. Because yeah, they're going green now. And then next will be us once we see them slow down. I'm going to pull forward though, make sure that the truck sees me. Make sure that they see me. And red light, that means I'm going to get it. I do think one of the advantages I've had in learning how to ride a bike, or learning how to ride a bike on the street, is I've kind of always been aware what's going on around me in a car. And like, I mean, there's some people you'll see on the road, you know, who will just be sitting there looking at their phone. Come on, man. Looking at their phone, not paying attention to what they're doing, and will just like go off the road. Why are you going so slow, man? Gosh, this bike is fun. I still need to learn all of the gear. I still need to learn how it all works. I also need to get gas. So let's do that right now. I do still have my spare on here. You know, I probably should have taken my gloves off too. Oh no, let's see. How much gas does this take? This is my first fill up. Receipt? No, thank you. It's just $4. This is the main reason I got one. I daily, right now, I daily a truck. I guess I didn't pull it up all the way, but I daily a truck, right? My truck gets about 16 miles per gallon on a good day. I probably normally average like 15, 14, 13. I don't know. I mean, back when I had a Mustang, I could get like maybe 24 if I was trying real hard. Back when I had a Focus ST, I loved that car. I wish I never got rid of it. But, you know, things happen. That thing I could get like pretty close to 30 if I was trying hard. Yeah, no, riding bikes is fun. It's definitely been missing from my life. I'll see if any of this footage is usable. I hope it is, because I don't know. I think it's been generally good. I've always been worried about having something to say to a camera, you know? And I think just kind of being on a motorcycle, of all things, just kind of makes it pour out of you, because, like, I'm not paying attention to what I'm saying right now. And I think other people that have tried this may understand what I mean. I do not remember, like, barely anything that I've said this entire time. I mean, I tried to hit the points. Like, I think I'm pretty sure I talked about the bike, why I got this. I talked about my MSF course, which highly recommend. It was a blast. I think I talked about one of my neighbors who I want to ride with. I've talked about why I'm using my rear brake more than my front brake. Today, at least. I guess I should also present here a little bit better. There we go. Gosh, man. This isn't even that crazy, but, like, I mean, again, I'm trying to respect the dealership, not go above 5,000. But this is something that, like, I don't really have experience with, you know? It doesn't feel like I'm going 100 miles an hour, of course not. You see me, right, car? Okay. But just having, like, I don't know, where I am in my riding life, right now, going 45 feels like going 60 with the top down. 80 with the top down. Bikes are fun. You definitely are paying attention to what's going around you a lot more than you're paying attention to, like, what you're saying, or if I have music on, what I'm listening to. Yeah, I really hope that this footage is usable, because I don't know. I just want to start putting out videos. I want to start putting out content. I've always wanted to, and I've just, like, let fear take over. And, you know, at the end of the day, that was one of their main motivators for the bike. It's something I've always wanted. I've always thought motorcycles were cool. I've always loved an MT-07 ever since I saw the first one that I saw. And I'm just not letting fear control me anymore, you know? I just want to have fun. Let's make videos. This could go nowhere. But at the end of the day, I can get some of my thoughts out there. Maybe it does go somewhere. I'm learning a new skill. And yeah. Gonna end this right where I started it with one more look at the bike. Then I'm gonna go home. I have to go fill up my wife's car with gas as well. But yeah. I bought a motorcycle. I plan to ride a lot. Probably mostly on weekends, just because it's easier. Being a motorcycle owner is fun. And man, I don't know. I personally love the way this bike looks. I get not everyone's into nakeds. A lot of people like all the fairings, but I guess hopefully this is still recording. But there is a few modifications I want to do, and I'll just let that be known now. I hate that license plate tray. It's just I need it up. So I really hope that this looks good. Y'all are probably looking at my stomach right now, but I need that up. I want my like actual plate to be like here. I will put in some drop bars. I don't know if I'll ever stunt this. Again, my first bike, I don't know, how many miles did I ride today? I had 71 when I got here. I now have 84, so I rode 13 miles today. It is a good bike. I just, I need to get to 600 miles, and I need to get there quick. Who knows? Maybe I'll take some longer drives. Again, I'm probably not going to go on highways, but there's some back roads like up to Ocala that I know pretty well. So, who knows? Maybe I'll go up to Ocala. Anyway, hope you all have a great day. And if you liked my rambling, consider hitting the like button and subscribing. Maybe I'll throw this at like towards the beginning of the video. I don't know. I'm gonna go home, take off all my gear, take a shower. Have a good day.